Hello, and welcome back to Destiny Plans. Today I wanted to walk you guys through what it looks like when I plan out my months. So what I'm going to do first is I've already gone through and kind of pre-written out my planning. I've mentioned in a previous video that I have this monthly planner that I use to kind of pre-write out all of my months, just so that, again, it doesn't look crazy, is the word I'm gonna go with. So typically when I'm writing out that monthly, what I'll do first is I will go through and I will write down like my bills and whatnot, my paydays. So I always put my paydays in green because it's additional money, so positive. And then bills are in red because they are negative or a subtraction from the money that I have. So I just went through and I wrote down quickly all of my bills and my paydays. And then I went through and I wrote out the different items that we have going on for the month. So this is for March. So this is for next month. Because I am, in fact, getting ready to lay out everything for March. Anything that's not already laid out. So I went in here and I put, like, my kids will be on spring break for this week. So that's on there. We do have some date nights planned, St. Patrick's Day. We do family time on certain days where we can fit it in the most. But I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you how I write everything out and how I color code everything. So I will get started on that. The first thing that I'm going to do is actually I'm going to add all of my bills. Let me start with this half. Okay, and then I will grab my red pen because, like I stated, I do mark everything in a color coding system. So first on the 9th is water and trash. And then on the 11th is car. And then on the 25th is electric. Oh, and that's actually and gas. And then I will flip over to this side. I like to write my paydays first. I don't know, it makes me feel better. So I'll just write payday on the 1st and on the 15th. And then from here, I can add the remaining bills. So that's, oh, I already have this one open. So that would be my mortgage. And then phone on the 14th. And then internet on the 28th. Okay, and then I will go in here with on the first of every month we have our monthly budget meeting. And then let's see, excuse me. Okay, on the 7th the kiddos have a half day of school. And then on the 13th, just spring break. I don't know what's happening. I put a T instead of a K. And then this is Saturday, so we have a date night on the 15th. And then on the 20th, actually the 20th to the 21st, I don't have anything. And this is just to be clear, this is just like my preliminary monthly. Each week I will go in and plug certain things in. Like on the weekends, we will either go hiking on a bike ride or play tennis. So I'll plug those things in as they come. But I don't pre-plan those out just because the weekends are always up in the air. On the 28th, we also have a date night. So let me write that in. We shoot for 2 date nights a month. And then on the 29th, we have my parents coming over. Okay, and then I will flip it to the other side. I always give my ink a little bit of extra time to dry while I'm writing so that way I can avoid, what is this random black stuff? Oh, I think that's from when I was using whiteboard markers. Okay, on the 2nd, we do not have anything, but on the 3rd, we are having a Scooby-Doo themed dinner. And then we will do family time on the 4th. And when I put family time on here, usually we're going to do like board games or watch a movie or play outside or something like that. Just some time specific to hang out as a family. Usually without going anywhere unless we like go to the park. And then on the 9th, again, we've got family time. And then on the 10th is spring break. And then on the 11th is spring break. If I could write properly, that would help. And then spring break. Okay. Now on the 16th, I also have family time. And then on the 17th, this is St. Patrick's Day. So we will probably have, okay, that's actually driving me a little bit crazy. So we will probably have a St. Patty's Day dinner. And then on the 18th, we are having a Frozen themed dinner. And then on the 19th, we are open. 23rd, 24th, we are open. 25th, we have family time. And then on the 30th, we have family time. This is the only time that, like, I have a love-hate situationship with these tabs from Erin Condren because they cover up part of the monthly, so then I can't write there with this pen. But I also don't want my writing to not match the rest of my monthly. And then if I was going to add anything right now for like pre-planning purposes, I would actually add it on one of these sticky notes right here. So for example, I'll use this pretty blue color. And I'm just going to write hike, bike, tennis. I mean, you can kind of see it. And I will put this on Saturday. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my highlighters. So in my standard blue, I am going to use this to highlight my monthly budget meeting. And then in my regular purple, I'm going to go in and highlight our 2 date nights. And then for family plans, I will highlight, so like my parents coming over, and then all of these family time. Family time. And then also our themed dinners, because this is all stuff that we do as a family. And then for all school related like scheduling items, I typically do those in this light green. So spring break, half day of school. And it looks like my green marker is starting to die a little bit. And then from here, throughout the remainder of the month, because I typically have that monthly planner with me, this one, I will bring this with me because it's fairly thin, and I don't care if it gets damaged. Whereas like my daily planner, I would probably cry just because it was expensive and it takes all of my energy. Well, not all of it, but I exaggerate. But anywho, so as I go through each week, what I'll do in the weeklies is I'll off this page. Fine. So in this weekly, I'll go through and I'll write out all of the different things, add things as needed, and then at the end of the week, what I'll do is I'll come back and I'll update anything that changed. So that way my monthlies are accurate, just in case I wanted to go back through. But when I am monthly planning, what I will do is I always make sure to have the bills and the paydays on there. I go through any of our birthdays, big events. We don't have any birthdays in March. We've only got June, August, September, and December. But birthdays, big events, since my son's birthday is in December, we typically will have his party in February, which we just did. It was a great time. He loved it. And then I will add goal items. So my goal items are things like this hike, bike, tennis. That's my goal, to do at least once a week, to go on a hike, go for a bike ride, or play tennis. Not like a standard like workout, but this is going to be more of like a longer event. So tennis, we play for a minimum an hour. Hiking, I mean, we can go, usually we'll go for like 2 to 3 hours. We have gone up to like 7 hours before, but that was intense. Not sure we could do that every week. But any other goal items, such as like this month, I need to perfect my form with doing push-ups. So the different things I will add as needed, but this is kind of the basics. This is what gets me started for each month, and then I build on that. Again, if you guys have any questions, or if there's anything you guys are curious about, or any of the processes that I'm doing that you guys wanted to know more about, definitely reach out to me in those comments. I will make sure to get back to you. I can always post additional content. But otherwise, I hope you guys are getting ready for March, and I hope you have a great rest of your week, and very happy planning to all of you. Bye-bye now.